I am so glad you convinced me that the family car should be the Defender 110. It is so beautiful inside, it's so comfortable, and it just feels indestructible.
Yes, it really is. I've been waiting a long time for the new model to come out. The Defender 110, I'm telling you, it's my favorite car of all times. It's my third one. You know, I have stories of going off road. The guy managed the group. He was like, "What are you doing in this beautiful car?" I'm like, "I'm going off road." He's like, "Are you sure? Because you can use one of ours." And then they look like Mad Max cars. I'm like, "No, no, 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 we're going to do this." And he was shocked.
Wow. Well, it's great because the Defender has been reimagined for 21st century adventure, and its unparalleled off-road ability as well as its robust interior are invaluable whether you're headed towards uncharted territory or just a weekend of exploration. The Defender 110 tackles challenging surroundings with absolute confidence. The SUV conveys strength outside and in, featuring peerless technology like an intuitive driver display and an award-winning infotainment system. That's my favorite part, to keep you connected no matter where the journey takes you. Adventure is unique to everyone, and so is the Defender. Choose from the two-door Defender 90, the four-door Defender 110, or the larger Defender 130 with the ability to seat up to 8 passengers. You'll find uncompromising performance in all three. So pack up and go even further with the Defender 110. Learn more at LandRoverUSA.com/Defender.
These days, we're all investors, trying to be smart with our money despite our worst impulses. But at iShares, we believe that deep down inside of every investor is a better investor. One that's just waiting to be let out. Explore iShares ETFs and insights and let your best investor out. Visit iShares.com for more information.
This isn't your average business podcast, and he's not your average host. This is the James Altucher Show.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, challenge match. So I think it was like a month ago, I was reading that some people wanted to cancel white European composers like Beethoven and Mozart and things like that. I'm not going to express an opinion on that other than I think that's ridiculous. No matter, what someone's, skin color is, of course, should have nothing to do with whether you listen to their music. But a lot of people then use this as a way of saying these are the only types of musicians people should listen to. And I do think the best bands out there, and let's look at the most famous, the Beatles, they are just as talented and skilled as any famous composer. People might agree or disagree, but also it's like comparing apples and oranges. Can you really compare them to Beethoven? Can you compare Beethoven to them? It's different styles. But I started watching a bunch of videos, and I recommend people watch them. The Beatles do use a lot of music theory. Robyn and I were talking about this, and we decided on this challenge, and we invite all the listeners to join in. Jay compiled for 10 songs, maybe a few more, 3-second clips of 10 or a dozen Beatles songs. We're going to all listen to 3 seconds of these pretty famous Beatles songs, and then I'll wait a few seconds, and so you have time to think, and Robyn and I will guess the answers, and we'll see how many we get correct. Is that right, Jay? Am I describing this correctly?
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, that's totally how it's gonna be. And I have to say, I was born way after Beatles time, so I myself just found like a great Beatles songs that I never heard about and I never knew about.
Well, we all kind of were born the Beatles, they were basically around until 1970. I mean, they broke up a little before then, but their final album came out, I think, in 1970, and that was after the band had ended. And so all of us became aware of music after the Beatles disbanded. But, let me see, how many albums altogether have the Beatles sold? The Beatles sold 600 million albums.
Oh my God.
The group, okay, here's some other things. The group once held the top 5 spots on the Billboard 100 in April 1964. Nobody else has ever done that in the U.S. They made $25 million in earnings that year, which translates today to almost $188 million. And this is always an interesting thing. People don't really know about the Beatles. But the name of their record label that they formed was called Apple. And so they always had a deal with Apple, Apple should stay out of the music business, and of course, the Beatles record label should stay out of the computer business. Now, even though the Beatles disbanded, they still had ownership of the label that kept putting out their music. And so, when Apple did get into music with the iPod, they had to kind of settle over this. So I forgot what the settlement was, but
yeah, and I'm pretty sure Michael Jackson bought Beatles catalog, right?
Right. Michael Jackson bought the Beatles catalog. In fact, the Beatles, I don't think they ever really owned their catalog. So I think, gosh, I forget the name of their manager. Maybe it was Brian Epstein.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
He kind of, and I don't want to say this for sure if it's not him, but some manager of theirs, and we think it's Brian Epstein, stole through contractually, like they signed a contract, they didn't know what they were signing, and he stole the rights to all their songs. So I don't know if the Beatles ever really owned the rights to at least their early songs. And it's the same with the Rolling Stones. I think the Rolling Stones had the same manager. They sold off the rights to their early songs before they really made any money from it. And then the Rolling Stones in particular, they tour every year. They make about $600 million every time they tour. So what they do is at the beginning of the year, they form a company, they go on the tour, and then they divide up the money among the original Stones or whoever the Rolling Stones are, like whoever's on the tour, and then they dissolve the company, and they do that for every tour. So they make an enormous amount of money
But they still
every
have
time they
to
tour.
pay royalties to whoever owns the music, right?
That's a good question. I wonder if they have to pay. I guess they do, right? So they
What
have
do
to
you mean?
pay. What if somebody says, "Oh, we're not letting"? What if Michael Jackson said, "Oh, I'm not letting you sing your own songs"? I don't know if he.
Well,
if he
they're
could do
making
that.
money, so why would they say don't do that?
Well, I think the copyrights on music is a little bit complicated in the sense that, like, let's say if I write a song and then some label buy my song out, then I don't own that song anymore. I'm not the original.
Right.
I get.
But
I
are you
get
allowed
the
to? Are
credit
you
as-
allowed to sing songs that you wrote, for instance?
Then you have to ask the label for the rights. Like you have to ask them, can I sing the song? And then every time you perform in like a ticketing situation, that you
Especially in
sell
public.
tickets, yep. And then like however much money you get, you have to pay a percentage to the label. So you don't own the music. You own, so you only get the
Jim.
right for copywriting. For songwriting. So what you were asking, like, can artists perform their own song that wasn't owned by them? They can't. They have to get permissions from the label.
And that's what ASCAP does. I think they manage that part of it.
So has there ever been like a group that broke up? Like let's say Pink Floyd breaks up. Could they, like Roger Waters went his own way? Could the band Pink Floyd say to Roger Waters, "You're not allowed to perform, Wish You Were Here" or
Yeah.
Dark Side of the Moon"?
Yeah, they have to ask ask them for the permissions to perform.
Whoever owns
But
the
if
rights.
if they do it for free on a private event, then yeah, they can do it. Like as long as it's not broadcast.
Oh, I see. But so what if they do it on a tour?
Yeah, they have to ask performer first because they, if they do it on a tour, people have to pay money to see it, and then they have to pay a percentage of the money to whoever they own the song.
I think if
I
it's played
see.
publicly or sung publicly,
It's
it's not your
funny because-
personal, like at home. You don't have.
No. Yeah, like it's funny because there's also there's tons of rights that I can't really remember. There's mechanics rights, that's play rights, and then there's a different rights. Like if the song is played publicly in a shopping mall or whatever, it's whole different rights that go into a different percentage. That's why like the whole music industry is so complicated. I think right now Paul McCartney owns most of the rights now.
Oh, he
Because
bought
I
them?
saw the article say Paul McCartney finally regains Beatles rights after a near 50-year long
Wow.
battle.
So he probably bought it from the Jackson families.
Sony, I think.
Oh, Sony?
Oh yeah,
because
because
I
the
think-
Jackson family, I think, they either sold them to Sony or they borrowed money. So Sony bought part of them. Michael Jackson was always selling off some of the rights to these different things because he needed the money. But he was a good investor. Like I don't know what he bought the rights for, but he made like a ton of money on them.
I think he bought the rights for like 47.5 million.
And how much money did okay, yeah. Alan Klein was the manager of the Rolling Stones and the Beatles, and he's the one who got them to sign away the rights to all their songs.
Right. Never believe in someone named Alan,
Are you? Is this an anti-Semitic thing?
No.
Well, Klein, Epstein, they're all probably. Anyway, I'm Jewish, so I don't want to ruin my chances to sign the next Beatles by saying anything here. Who? And then, okay, how much did Michael Jackson pay for the Beatles?
47.5 million in 1985.
Wow.
Wait.
Yeah,
no, I could
47
be
million,
wrong.
outbidding Paul McCartney. I wonder why Paul
Yeah.
McCartney didn't just say, "Okay, I'll pay 50 million." Because
Maybe he doesn't have
apparently Paul
enough.
McCartney was really upset that Michael Jackson got it.
Maybe he might not have enough money, or maybe he just like, maybe I just don't want. I'm not willing to pay as much.
So the entire reason Michael Jackson was able to survive, he was to avoid bankruptcy,
Mhm.
was because he made money on the Beatles catalog. Like
Yep.
the Beatles songs still keep selling. So okay,
Yeah.
let's Robyn, let's do the
Let's do
challenge.
it.
You ready?
Oh, okay.
guys ready? Are
I'm
you
not
guys
very
ready?
good
It's-
at this.
It's pretty easy, I think, because I did it myself. Even though I'm the one that compiled it. Let's do it. We're gonna play the first one. All right. So
Okay, just say when.
Okay, so wait, just to explain. There are 3 seconds, and we'll play them for everybody listening. They're 3 seconds. Then we'll pause a few seconds, like 5 seconds, and then we'll play the 3 seconds again, and we'll pause for 5 seconds so you have a chance to guess if you're listening, and then Robyn and I will guess, and then Jay will tell us the
Try to
answer.
guess.
all
Try
right.
to guess. Yeah,
Try to guess. Okay. Are you guys ready? Are you guys
Okay.
in front of whatever that
Yeah.
you guys supposed to do?
yeah.
All right. Let's go. Play the first one.
Okay, and now Jay, play it again.
All right. Ready? Let's play it again. It's really easy. Come on, it's really easy.
I
It's almost
think
right
you
there.
made this one too easy.
Robyn,
you
I
guess
mean, I
first.
have to.
You want me to try? I think it's a hard day's work.
Hard day's night.
Hard day's night. I can't give it to you because you mess up one word.
No, but you know what? It's interesting. It's almost like you were thinking logically, like,
Right.
because it almost doesn't make sense. A hard day's night, like that
Right.
phrase almost doesn't make sense.
Well, do you know why they? I'm just curious. James, you know everything. Do you know why they name it a hard day's night?
I don't know. Do you know?
I don't know. I'm just curious. Like because it's usually just a hard day works, right?
Yeah,
Maybe because they were performing at night.
yeah, that's the thing. So this was part of a one of the they did a lot of movies based around their albums, and they did a lot of movies based on their touring. A Hard Day's Night became a movie, and they have to like avoid all their fans or the hordes of fans who are coming after them, and a lot of this is at night. So it's a Hard Day's Night.
I knew that. I knew it was hard day's night.
They did a movie about this? Like, is it a musical comedy?
Yeah, it's a musical comedy.
I didn't know they did.
It did $11 million at the box office actually, and was
Oh,
released
wow.
in 1964.
$11 million back then, if includes all the inflations, how much it's gonna be right now?
But probably like 80 million.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah. And it probably, I don't know how much it cost them to make, but the budget, they made it for only 189,000.
Oh, what?
Wow.
They made like 10 times back?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
About
crap.
that, like 5.5 times back. So,
Oh wow! Interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
That's why it's a hard day's night.
So
I
Hard Day's
know.
Night. So congratulations if you got that first one. Jay, tell us when to do the second one.
You guys ready for the second one?
Yeah.
This is really easy too. This is really easy. There's no way you
Yeah.
guys.
Easy.
Well, because like when I'm making this, I'm like maybe I should do 1 second first, but I felt like 1 second is gonna be too hard for you guys, so I'm gonna do 3 seconds
Okay.
and give you mercy. Like I'm young.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, let's go.
Ugh.
This is pretty easy. Almost getting there. All right, are you guys ready to listen again?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's play one more time.
Okay. I don't know.
Are you guys stumped on this?
No, I'm not. I haven't.
No,
This is the- I
James
think
is
this is-
better at this than me.
I'm not better. I might have listened to them more. I don't know.
All right, just for the listener that hasn't get it, this is the only songs that started out this way. Started out using this much orchestra in Beatles.
A lot of their songs use orchestra.
Yeah, but it doesn't start with the whole orchestra,
Oh, okay.
right?
Yeah.
Not that I
So
know
I'm ready
so.
to guess. So Robyn, you want to guess first?
I don't know what it is.
You know?
Okay, All You Need Is Love.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because
That's
like
good.
Robyn, when you listen to it, like at the end of the clip, it's like a people like the almost a choir coming in. It's singing the words "all."
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're about to
Wow.
sing it.
Oh, I'm so bad at this.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
No.
You know what was interesting? So I played in my first chess tournament in 25 years a few weeks ago. We were practicing using YouTube videos on this Beatles challenge before I went to the tournament, and I was hardly getting any of them. After the tournament, I sharpened my brain up somehow, and it became much easier for me to do even like 1 second. I was guessing them. So, but okay, ready for the next one?
I just gonna say like I think this is just a trivia. This song were Flynn performing it at EMI Studios in London on my birthday.
Really?
Oh.
How do you know that?
Yeah, June 25th. Wikipedia. Who doesn't like Wikipedia?
Oh, yeah, there you go. So wait,
Okay,
when
so this is-
what is your birthday? June 19th?
No, June 25th. It says June 25th.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
All right.
all right. Next
Are you
one.
guys ready for the
Okay.
the third one? The
Yes.
third one, I think it's pretty easy too. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's play it. All right.
a hard one,
You guys
Jay.
ready to
That is
do one more time?
hard.
Okay, let's play one more time.
Okay.
Let's go. That's a creature in the song that's in the title.
Blackbird?
Yes.
Oh.
I just
Do you hear
guessed.
Do you hear the birds squeaking? If you want to play
Yeah.
again, you can
I
play
heard
again.
the birds, and
And then
as far as I know, that's the only song they've done that had bird in the title.
yeah, and it's very interesting. If you listen to the track, I didn't research this yet, but when I listen to the song, the left side of the track is the metronome,
What do you mean?
Huh.
like the metronome sound.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's what we used to, So when you track, a lot of time when you record music, you have to play along the metronome so you can stay on time. So a lot of time people would just, have the metronome in there. But it's kind of interesting that they,
And this is
Say.
one of their latest songs, like later songs. This is from 1968.
yeah, and it's funny because like I thought it was a metronome, but according to their engineer, so the left side, the tapping sound. According to the engineer Geoff Emerick, he says it's actually the sound of Paul tapping his foot.
Huh.
Yeah,
All right.
That's cool.
Interesting. Yeah,
It is very.
This was not one of my favorite. I never really knew this song. I never really got into it.
even have heard of the song.
really.
All right, so I'm 3 out of 3 now. Let's see if I can go 10 out of 10.
Oh
Right.
my god.
The
And
next
I hope the
one-
listeners are trying this with us. So Jay, tell us when to do the fourth one.
All right, the next one is pretty easy too. I mean, I can do it. Pretty. I did it pretty easy. So, are you guys ready?
Yes.
Are you guys in
Yeah.
front?
Ready.
All right, let's play.
Oh, it's hard.
I know this one, but I,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
but I
All right,
can't
all right.
remember the name of it.
All right, let's play one more time.
Okay.
Okay.
One more time.
I think.
Give me
they have
love or
lots-
something like that.
Oh man, so close, so close.
Oh, hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Something love.
Yeah, give me
Yeah,
love.
that's no.
That's what
not-
I said.
Do they have a song called "Give Me Love"?
No, I don't know.
I don't
No, I don't think they have a song called "Give Me Love." But Robyn, are you ready?
I'm
for me
ready.
to tell you?
Yes.
It's called "Can't Buy Me Love."
Ugh.
Can't buy me
Can't
love.
buy me
yeah.
love.
Yeah, darn it.
It's right, literally right after the solo.
Yes.
All right, let me see.
I was so close.
Yeah, see, that was pretty easy.
Yeah.
It's hard. This is hard stuff. 3 seconds. So, okay, let me see.
Can't Buy Me Love. Is that a movie as well?
I don't know, but it is on the. It was on. This is on a Hard Day's Night, and it was
Yeah.
featured in the movie, the film A Hard Day's Night.
Yep.
Okay, and it was released as a single in March of 1964, They topped the Billboard 100 chart for 5 weeks.
Nathan's gonna have a field trip on this editing, to be honest. It's gonna be like, how can they not guess?
Okay, let's
All
do
Okay.
song number 5.
Song's number 5. Okay. Let's play one more
Okay.
time, right?
One more time.
Okay.
Let's play one more time.
Okay. I already know.
Okay.
I already
I know
know-
too.
I already know.
Robyn, you can guess.
Let It Be.
Yep.
Yes.
Let It Be. Now, you know where this song comes from. Paul McCartney had a dream and he dreamt of his mother, and his mother had died in 1956. I forget what she died of, maybe cancer. And he was always, he was very upset about it and he was missing her. And so he had this dream about her. And she says in the dream, everything's going to be okay. Just let it be. And so that's why he wrote this song.
Wow.
British always get dreams and then they sell a lot of stuff. It's like Harry Potter, right? J.K.
Yeah.
Rowling dreamt
They're
of Harry
all,
Potter.
they're all wizards in England. So
The dream of
they
something,
have,
and then
it's an
they sell
unfair
it.
advantage.
Yeah. I wonder if it's in their blood. Like Merlin just blast Arthur the king, and then they're like, you guys all have this blood. And then they're all wizard. Merlin the wizard.
Yeah, right. Ever since Merlin,
Yeah.
people from England just have magical powers.
Yeah. They can drink beer like in 10 in the morning or something like that. That's like superpower.
That's another superpower. Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I don't even like
All
beer.
right.
Ugh, me neither.
All right. Are you guys ready for the number 6?
Number 6. Okay.
All right.
I think, what am I? Am I like,
I think you have
You got them all except
no.
No. Except one.
I only
you
have one.
4.
I missed one.
Yeah, so it's 4 out of 5, and then Robyn, it's 1 out of 5.
No.
Sorry.
Well, yeah, she almost got one, but
Yeah, she almost got 1.
Yeah.
yeah. All right.
All right. Let's play. A second time. You guys ready to play a second time?
Yeah.
Let's play a
Okay.
second time.
Okay, don't say. I want to guess this. Hold on.
Oh, this is pretty easy.
Hold on.
Kim's like, I know. I just need some time.
Oh yes, I know what this is. Okay, Robyn, you guess.
Of course you know what this is. I've heard the song. I just don't know the name of it.
Yeah, sometimes like you hear the words to the whole song, but I know this one was an odd song for them, I think, because usually the title is in the song, but this one I don't think the title is in the lyrics at all.
Yeah.
So this
No,
is called
but-
this is A Day in the Life.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Yeah, so right after the piano part, it's literally the I think the alarm clock goes off or
Yes.
something like that. Yep.
I
Yeah.
would have never guessed that.
Yeah, that's why I had the 5 seconds version for you guys to listen. But we just do 3 seconds. So easy and quick.
Yeah.
A
Yeah,
day,
it is.
a day in the life, because he describes like his life.
Yep.
And then the so I read the news today, oh boy, about a lucky man who made the grade.
And this in the Sgt. Pepper's
Lonely
Lonely Hearts
Club fan.
album.
Yeah, I think that's like the most famous album they've done, maybe.
It is. Yeah, because their most famous song is in the album title too.
Huh.
Yeah. All right, well,
Yeah.
don't say anything just in case it's one of the things. But okay, we're on song number
7.
7.
7.
All right, this is really easy because there's no way for me to edit this that you would know what song is this.
Okay.
Because
All
like
right.
this song
You
is
said
so
that about every
repetitive.
single one
Yeah.
when we haven't been getting them.
Oh, James, you got 6 out of
6 out of 7.
5 out of 6.
Oh yeah, 5 out of 6. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
You guys ready for number 7?
Yeah.
All right, let's play.
Okay.
All right, let's chill for a couple seconds.
Yeah.
We're gonna play one more time. This
Okay,
is easy.
Robyn,
Come
you
on,
can
James,
guess this
you know,
one.
right?
You might. I mean, I know the
this song,
song.
you might
I
know.
just.
But you don't know the title. I never know this song's title for the longest time.
Okay, Robyn, if you don't get
I
this
don't
one, I'll
know.
give you a clue.
Okay. A clue.
Okay, it's like an ode for lonely people. Ode to the lonely people.
Lonely Heart Club's fan.
No.
No.
It's about okay. I'll give you another clue. It's about a particular woman who is lonely.
Yeah. I think Robyn know the song.
know
but
the
just
song,
doesn't
I
know
just
Yeah,
the
you
don't-
title.
definitely know the song. It's one of their classic songs.
I'm not like Beatles weren't like part of my repertoire when I was growing up. so-
What?
I know. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Okay, Eleanor Rigby.
Okay.
Yeah,
I would
that's
have
the
never
song of
gotten
the. Yeah, because that's
I mean, I
the
love
name,
their
right?
songs. I appreciate it more
But you
now.
know that song though, right? Like
Yes,
you've
I
heard
do.
that song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and so and the thing is, a lot of times people have First off, a couple interesting things about this song. This and I think Yesterday are the only songs they put out that did not. No Beatle plays an instrument on this song, so it's just
Oh,
it's like a
really?
string ensemble, and so it's all studio musicians. There's
Wow.
there's no Beatle playing like a guitar or anything like that, and. But McCartney didn't want to have too many strings because a lot of people made fun of Yesterday of being too like kind of sugary. So this has a little bit. There's like more staccato chords, and
Yeah.
it was just done a little bit in a little more interesting way. Another interesting thing about it is everybody who's ever named Eleanor Rigby, they always said, "Oh, the song was about me." But Paul McCartney claims he completely made up the name. Like
That's
there's
so
no
funny.
Eleanor Rigby.
It's funny because so I was reading an article that BBC does. Of course BBC gonna do it because British. So apparently in a graveyard in Liverpool, in 1957 that John Lennon and Paul McCartney first met, just yards away lay the graves of a maid called Eleanor Rigby.
So you think
who
maybe he
died
could have seen
age
that
44.
somehow, and like it was like in his
Maybe.
subconscious?
Maybe, but the song came out 9 years later.
Yeah. So they would be really buried in the subconscious. That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's true.
Yeah, but who has the name? Like I felt like it's such a. It's not a common name at all. If the song is called John Smith, I get it, or Catherine Smith, I get it. But Eleanor Rigby, I felt like it's not a common name at all.
Well, maybe they knew a Rigby somehow, and Eleanor might have been common back then. I don't know.
Oh, maybe.
Eleanor
because
wrote-
Rigby.
so-
Yeah,
so-
Eleanor was common back then. Yeah.
Yeah, because Eleanor Roosevelt was the first lady for like 14 years or something in the United States, and she
Right.
was very
Jay
famous.
wouldn't know that though.
But maybe a lot of people
I'm
named their
just
daughters
kidding.
Eleanor. Then I don't know.
Thanks, Robyn. I really don't know that. I didn't know Eleanor, but when you mentioned Roosevelt, I'm like, yeah, I know that guy
Eleanor
from
Roosevelt.
that in the museum.
Okay, next song.
Okay. Wait,
All right,
wait,
next
wait,
song,
I had
the
to.
8. Yeah, songs number 8. This is really easy.
Okay.
Oh
Again,
my God!
this is really
you
easy.
say everyone is easy.
I know.
So
Are you guys ready?
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's play the song.
Okay.
Come on, this is
Yeah.
easy. All right, like let's chill real quick.
Okay.
Let's play a second time.
Jay, one time I was in 6th grade, so I was 12 years old, and the teachers asked a question. She said, "Does anyone know the answer?" And I raised my hand and said, "That one's easy." And then she said, "Well, then I'm not calling on you. Don't say it's easy because some people might be having a hard time with it." So she chastised me for saying it was easy.
Well, see, that's also a way to get away. Like, oh yeah, that's easy, and then the teacher's just never gonna call on you anymore.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I should have.
She's
thought
gonna
of
give
that.
you a
I used to
harder
do that.
question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Did we
All
play
right,
it
let's
again?
play the second time. Yep. I'm gonna give you a second. I'm sure you guys already guessed it,
Mhm.
right? James,
don't
you
know.
already know it, right?
I know. Yeah. Robyn, do you
I
have
don't
it?
know. I'm just gonna say, "Here comes the sun" or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is. Here comes the sun.
Here comes the sun.
Here comes the sun. Da, 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 da.
And by the way, this was one of the only songs written by George Harrison. So
Huh.
Oh, really?
yeah, this is like Here Comes the Sun. And then when he was so he wrote this for, I think it was like the Beatles' final album, Abbey Road. So he wrote Here Comes the Sun, and I think finally he started feeling like he was part of the right. He always wanted to kind of break into the writing team of Lennon and McCartney, and Here Comes the Sun gave him a lot of confidence. And then another great song by him was when he was solo was My Sweet Lord. And then I think this was with the Beatles. While my guitar gently weeps. I think that
Yep.
was written by George
God,
Harrison.
they were all so talented.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, other than what's the drummer's name?
Ringo Starr.
Ringo Starr. Yeah. There's a famous meme like everyone's writing the music and then Ringo is like, here's my music, please play. And then everyone else just take the music, stick it on the fridge. It's like, we're gonna put it here. One day we will come and revisit. There's like a famous meme for it.
Yeah, I don't know of any song that he wrote for the Beatles.
I think he wrote just one song. I think I could be wrong.
He probably wrote a couple, but they're not like famous songs.
Yeah,
And
but just a very quick trivia. Abbey Road, the album, is the first true stereo album that Beatles did.
wait, which album?
So Abbey Road.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Here Comes the Sun. Yeah, because like Beatles is in that era where everything is mono, which means only center only, and then they did a couple experiments when the stereo technology came along. I'm sure you remember some music. It's like all the drums on the right hand side, or all the vocals on one side. So we wouldn't call it a true stereo. It is stereo, but it wasn't a true stereo because it's not complete mix.
I mean, this is the interesting thing. Like they did a lot of experiments. Like they were one of the first groups to do a concept album. Like Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band was everything was kind of revolving around the same theme. This kind of tour through this psychedelic experience, and they were with. I don't know about Abbey Road, but I know with Sgt. Pepper's, they were inspired by the Beach Boys album Pet Sounds, which was also one of the first concept albums. Like they actually felt very competitive with the Beach Boys, and the Beach Boys also felt competitive with them. So Pet Sounds was inspired by the Beatles' Rubber Soul.
Wow.
So
yeah, and I think they did also experiment on what I call the multi-track recording. So back then, that's not we can't record a lot of tracks. Maximum, you can only record 4 tracks, right? So what they do is they record 4 tracks, and then they export the 4 tracks into 1 track or 2 tracks, and then they record another 4 tracks on top of it.
Oh, really?
Yep.
How come you could only record 4 tracks?
That's you can. That's the limit of the technology back then, because back then you're using tape, and then you can only record 4 maximum. So way back then, the way they record music into 1 tracks on vinyl is everyone has to play at the same time, and none of you guys can make any mistakes.
Wow.
And it's interesting with Abbey Road. That's the one where they're all walking across the street,
Yep.
Abbey Road, and this was part of the conspiracy theory that Paul McCartney's dead because he's the only one with no
Without
shoes
shoes.
on.
Yeah, yeah, because that's a symbol to it, right? Because like I think the first one is like the Reaper or whatever. That's why they dress a certain way.
Oh, I didn't know
Something like
that.
Yeah, that's a meaning to according to the theory, and also like they say like one of the tracks like someone at the back yelling Paul is dead, or something like that.
Huh.
So
I used to really into like the Beatles conspiracy.
Wow.
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I love these clothes. Mizzen and Main. That's Mizzen and Main. It really is the most comfortable work clothes. Travel clothes. I had to travel this whole week. I'm traveling for a week and a half, and I just took Mizzen and Main clothes with me. Close out 2023 in style with comfortable, breathable, packable, and machine washable pieces from Mizzen and Main. As you wrap up your year-end goals, enjoy a Mizzen and Main dress shirt that you can wear confidently. I like that they've very, very just nice, solid colors. I don't really like to get all fancy in patterns and everything, although they do have some pattern shirts, but very comfortable clothes, stretchable pants. It's just super comfortable, but they look professional, and you can wear them casually or professionally. I like some of their flannel shirts or untuck shirts. I love untuck. I never tuck in. So again, whether you're shopping for a special someone or giving yourself the gift you really want, I just buy myself gifts. Mizzen and Main is the perfect gift for any guy who works, travels, and or cares about looking and feeling great. As you could tell by my many photos across the internet, I care about looking fantastic. I'm practically a model. And let's be honest, every guy loves to look great. So again, Shop now at mizzenandmain.com and save 20% when you spend $130 or more using promo code James. That's promo code James at Mizzen and Main, Mizzen and Main.com. You know what I love about fantasy sports is that even though I'm not going to be a great basketball player or a baseball player or a football player or whatever, I feel like I get to participate and make decisions and use my knowledge of these different leagues or these different sports to compete. So it's like I can pick my team or I can pick my favorite players and I could use my knowledge to make predictions and maybe even make money. So with the basketball season here, you can now pick combo projections across football and basketball from the Specials League on Prize Picks. This is a league created specifically for combo projections that include two or more players from different sports or leagues. Want to play alongside some of Prize Picks' favorite players like rapper Meek Mill and comedian Andrew Schultz, who's also been a guest on this podcast, and I've been a guest on his? You can now find community plays under the promos tab of the app to view entries for some of the biggest names in the Prize Picks community each week. Look, Prize Picks even offers a reboot policy so that your entries stay in play even if one of your players gets injured. For football and basketball games, if you have a player who exits the game in the first half and does not return in the second, that player is rebooted. Prize Picks is the only daily fantasy sports platform with an injury insurance policy. What? So I love playing it. I love anywhere where I can use analytical ability with my interests to demonstrate some skill and maybe make some money. And I like the game-like aspect. I do wish they had chess as a category on prizepicks.com, but I'll settle for what they've got. Maybe I should make my own fantasy chess league. But in any case, I love Prize Picks. Go to prizepicks.com/James. Use code James for a first deposit match up to $100. That's the easiest $100 you're ever going to make. So that's prizepicks.com/James and use code James. Daily fantasy sports made easy. The future of learning is definitely online. Like, it's such BS that you have to spend $200,000 or take $200,000 in loans and go to some fancy school when it's useless. It doesn't guarantee you a job. Most employers, including me, do not care about degrees or grades or anything like that. We want to care that you love what you're doing, that you know what you're doing, in some cases that you have experience or that you're willing to learn. But people in general love learning and are curious. Like, the key to success is curiosity. And I think masterclass.com is the perfect model for online learning. I'm really happy they're sponsoring this episode. If you're going to give a gift, give the gift of learning. Masterclass makes a meaningful gift this season for you and anyone on your list, because both of you can learn from the best to become your best, from leadership to effective communication to cooking. Let me tell you some of the classes I've taken. I've taken comedy from Steve Martin. I mean, can you believe I can take a class from Steve Martin on comedy, or Judd Apatow, my favorite comedy director? I could take an actual class from him on writing. Wolfgang Puck on cooking. Dan Brown on writing, or Judy Bloom, who's been on this podcast, on writing. By the way, Wolfgang Puck also has been on this podcast. It's such a pleasure. I try to take classes all the time from masterclass.com. And whether you're watching Masterclass on TV or listening in audio mode in the app or on their site, the quality speaks for itself. It's like these Masterclass instructors are your own personal mentors that are going to help you reach the next level. How much would it cost to take one-on-one classes on comedy from Steve Martin or on chess from Gary Kasparov? You just wouldn't be able to do it. But it would cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. With a Masterclass annual membership, it's $10 a month. Memberships start at $120 a year for unlimited access to one-on-one classes with all 180 plus Masterclass instructors. So it's not just $120 for one instructor. You get all 180 plus Masterclass instructors. Boost your confidence and find practical takeaways you can apply to your life and at work. And if you own a business or are a team leader, use Masterclass to empower and create future-ready employees and leaders. That's the real education in today's world. So this holiday season, you can give one annual membership
and get one free at masterclass.com/JAS. JAS, of course, stands for the James Altucher Show. So right now you can get 2 memberships for the price of one at masterclass.com/JAS. Masterclass.com/JAS. Offer terms apply.
All right, let's do the next song.
Yeah, songs number 9.
Number
Okay.
9. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, this is a very famous song.
Okay.
That's what you always say.
Oh,
All right.
I say easy.
Are you
Last I
ready?
say easy. This is famous. All right, you guys ready
Okay.
to play
Yeah.
090?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's play.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
come
like
on,
that
this is-
song.
all right.
wait,
All
I
right.
know the song.
All right, hold on.
Oh
Let's
yeah, of
play one
course,
more
of
time.
course, of course. All right, but
Let's play one more time.
don't say anything. Yeah,
Okay.
play it again.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna give a
let's wait
couple
a few seconds.
seconds.
Let the audience listen to it or think about it. And then Robyn, do you want to?
Okay.
Yeah, you want to go?
Hey Jude.
Yep.
Yep.
I got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I guess this was a song that Paul McCartney sang for John Lennon's like baby son Julian.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. It would start off as Hey Jules, and then it became Hey Jude.
Right. Do you remember we watched a movie called Yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a great movie.
Yeah, and then so Ed Sheeran was in the movie as well. And then when they were recording this song, and Ed Sheeran is like, I don't know about Hey Jude, sounded very old.
Oh,
He
yeah,
wanted
that
to
was
be
funny.
Hey Dude.
Yeah. He wanted to call it Hey Dude, and then but duty. Like it was funny.
Yeah. Everyone should watch the movie. I think the movie was great.
Yeah, that was a great movie. Maybe I'll watch it again tonight.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
And the 10th song.
Yep, the 10th song. This is a very famous song as well. I think the way I cut it, you guys will know it right away. All right. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's play it. All right. Chill.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's play it again.
Oh,
All right. Robyn, do you know this?
no.
All right, James.
Yeah, I will guess that it is a long and winding road.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because of the music literally. just
And this was
after
on the Let It Be album in 1970.
All right. Yeah. It's kind of crazy how the way they wrote the music because like the way the string plays almost felt like it's a long winding road too.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah?
You know, it's like because there's a lot of like long notes and then a lot of up and down in the notes. It felt like it felt like the music's winding everywhere.
Yeah,
that's
so
good.
it's interesting because on the trailer for Get Back, I haven't seen the documentary yet. I don't know if it's out or not, but on the trailer for Get Back, which I guess they're recording this album, Let It Be album, they look like they're having fun, they're getting along, but by this point they had pretty much all broken up. So it's an interesting lesson that no matter what, when they were making music, they focused, they had fun, they got back into their groove always when they were making music. Even though I think they pretty much all hated each other. Like George Harrison
Right.
quit, then John Lennon quit, then Paul McCartney quit, and Lennon and McCartney were constantly over the next decade. One would say, I wrote this song, he did nothing. The other would say, no, he did nothing. So they never really, after they broke up, they didn't really like each other. And
Yeah.
but you see in the Get Back trailer, it's kind of a lesson in art, being an artist and being creative. You put all that BS, you leave it out of the recording studio or out of the artist studio or whatever, and you focus on the art.
Yeah, I think I saw an interview on John Lennon. I think the interviewer asked like if Beatles will ever get back together again, and then John Lennon was like maybe if there's a new song or new project they will want to work and they get excited about, then they will get back to the studio again. So that sort of go and show like how much they get together just focusing on their craft and and the product and the music. It's not
Yeah.
so much about like personal relationship anymore.
It's interesting, like Long and Winding Road, Eleanor Rigby, like all these songs that Paul McCartney wrote are kind of sad.
It is.
He says actually it saves having to go to a psychiatrist.
Really, I think I wonder if that's a way of him just
Dealing
expressing
with everything.
himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would make
Yeah,
sense.
maybe.
Yeah, I mean, look at Let It Be. It's like, the mom died and come to the,
Yeah, Eleanor Rigby and
Well, that's what most of these people that write. A lot of their music comes from hardship and pain.
yeah. I mean, most music are like that. That's why a lot of like sad music. Like if you're happy, you just doesn't want to write music. If you're happy,
Right? You just want to go out and play. Yeah.
Yeah. When you're sad, I'm like, I want to write this and tell my ex-girlfriend what he did wrong. Or ex-boyfriend, like, Taylor
But
Swift.
sometimes they have to get the music, all the music that they need for an album, like in a certain time period. So that's very difficult because it's making them be creative when maybe they're not creative at that moment. Does that make sense?
No, I was just saying that like a lot of time, like if an artist, it used to, now I think a little bit different. It used to like label would just send artists to a recording studio for 2
No,
weeks
they still
straight,
do
and
that.
they can't leave the studio.
Well, my niece, yes, sometimes she has to just stay in her hotel room for a month until
Wait,
she
why?
comes up with something. Well,
Oh,
because
okay.
she has a contract. She has to make a certain amount of music for a certain amount of
Yeah.
time.
And then they can they
Right.
can focus.
How many albums has she sold? Let me see. Flo and the Machine,
Florence and the Machine.
Florence and the Machine. Florence and the Machine.
Mm.
Wikipedia. Let's see. So, they've been around since 2007, consisting of vocalist Florence
yeah.
Welch.
Hmm.
Boy, they've been around for a long time. It doesn't say how many albums they
She
sold.
has been around for a long time.
Yeah.
it's only
Yeah,
her.
she, Florence. Well, no, the Machine.
Well, no, well,
That's a band.
that's
Has
whoever's
the Machine remained the same?
around.
So, Paul McCartney said that when he and Lennon were writing, they actually never they were never stuck. Every time they got together, they never ended it saying, "Oh man, that wasn't so good that session. We got nothing." They always had a song.
Well, that's great because they're all so talented. So
Crazy.
Yes,
it's
they
great.
never
But
had
when you're
writer's
by
block.
yourself, it's hard. You don't have that
Yeah.
energy.
Also maybe they were microdosing.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
A lot of
it's in
people
the
don't know
60s,
this, but the Rolling Stones manager, who I guess was the same as the Beatles manager, told Mick, normally they were a cover band, so the Rolling Stones just covered like the Chicago, they covered a lot of Chicago blues music, and then their manager told them, look, you got to be like the Beatles. Lennon and McCartney are writing all their songs now, so Mick Jagger and Keith Richards were going to try to be like Lennon and McCartney. And they sat down, they couldn't write a song. So they started walking around outside, and who they run into but John Lennon and Paul McCartney. And they explained they were having trouble writing a song. So Lennon and McCartney said, well, let's go up to your apartment and we'll all hang out. And then Lennon and McCartney helped them write their first song, their first written song. And I forgot what the name of that song was. If someone on Twitter wants to tweet it out and tell me. But they're the first kind of their first attempt at being creative, writing their own songs. Their song was actually written by Lennon and McCartney.
And then I
that's
thought,
interesting.
and then I thought Beatles sang it too.
No, I don't know about that. I know it became a hit for the Rolling Stones, but I don't know if the Beatles also sang it. All right, so I think I got 9 out of 10. Robyn, you got
You
like
guys wanna
4
do
of them,
more,
4 or
or-
5 of them.
Oh,
Yeah, you got a bunch.
Great.
And
I have backups if you guys still
all
want
right,
to do
let's
it.
do,
If
let's
not,
do the backups. Let's see.
11 to 13. I don't think you guys can get the 14.
Well, we'll
one
try
to
it.
do
We'll try it. So,
All right. Let's
Okay.
do the 11. Let's go. Let's play. This is really easy.
I think
Okay, wait, don't guess yet.
All right. Play one more time.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, guys can guess.
so.
Robyn, you can guess.
Well, but wasn't it in there? Wasn't?
Yeah, Jay, you made that one too easy.
Yeah.
That's no way for me to
Yesterday.
cut 3
Okay.
seconds. We don't. It is in
Okay,
there.
but let me just
Yes,
say,
sir.
I only listened to, because we're each listening to it on our computers. I only listened to 1 second of it, so just want to
Exactly.
just want to brag a little bit.
If it's what, yep. Well, I mean, like that's no because this like so this song. I mean, you know the song. So if you listen to this song, it's repeating the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
And then they sort of have the same melody over and over. There's no way for me to cut without you knowing.
Yeah.
I said this is easy.
So this one also came to McCartney in a Dream, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
And 2,200
How
different
much
bands
drink
have
do you
made
drink?
covers of this song.
Oh yes.
Wow.
I tried to cover this song as well. This is a great song to cover.
Yeah.
You know, it's very, very, very sing along type of song. It's not anthem. It's not like anthem-ish, but it's still like able to sing along to it.
Yeah.
You know, it's interesting because my dad because he used to write music. His music would come. I remember he would wake up in the middle of the night. He didn't know how to play an instrument, so he'd hum it into a tape recorder. But it was mostly at night. That's interesting. I never even.
It is. I think James and I talk about this where like if you're a writer, I felt like the creativity come to you in the morning. But for music, it's come at night.
I definitely write my best like writing in the morning.
Yeah. When I was writing music, back then I tried to write in the morning, nothing come to me. But at night, like everything comes to me. It's weird. It almost felt like I have to been through the experience of that day, and then I'll be able to write it after.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
This is very
I know my
strange.
dad would be in you could tell when he was getting ready to write something because he would be really just annoyed about everything. And he was just always in a bad mood. And then all of a sudden a song would come out of that. And then it would just be nice and till the next time.
Because I felt like music is more about the emotions that you've been through the
Right.
day. You know?
Now, here's something interesting. So, Lennon, this is what I was saying before, how Lennon and McCartney used to always, after the band broke up, they were always bicker about who was the better writer, who was more talented. So John Lennon wrote this song in 1971 on the Imagine album called How Do You Sleep? And in the song, he says, the only thing you've done was yesterday, but since you've gone, you're just another day, which, there was another
no.
McCartney hit called Another Day. So
Right.
I think they just did not get along then at that point.
Yeah. I mean, all because of Yoko Ono, right?
No, I think
Was-
actually because they were suing each other over they had different lawsuits going on against their manager about how much money they were getting. Now, yeah, I think everybody kind of historically has blamed it on Yoko Ono, but I don't really think it was Yoko Ono's fault that the Beatles broke up.
I wonder why they blamed it on her.
I mean, from all the documentary, like you see Paul McCartney or whoever that say like, oh yeah, it's Yoko that. I think she just changed how John Lennon was behaving or stuff like that. I don't know. It's all all in the '60s. I wasn't even born.
They were still. I mean, they were still like in their 20s or something. Like they were young people, and they've spent 10 years, traveling the world together, spending so much time together, all day long, every day for years. So I think they were too young to really absorb that. Like they probably just, had a normal 20-ish age relationship, which can't last forever.
Was Lennon the first one to, have a serious girlfriend or a wife?
No, I
think
think
Paul
Lennon,
McCartney-
wasn't married to Yoko Ono when in the first half of the Beatles. He was married to someone else. They all were married pretty early on. They all were married, and I think none of those marriages last.
That's why Hey Jude is tribute to Paul McCartney's son, right? Is that
John Lennon's son.
John Lennon's son? Yeah.
Yeah, from his first marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I forgot.
So he has
which
two
one.
sons? Lennon has two sons?
Yeah, Sean and Julian Lennon. And then I
didn't
forgot
know.
which
I
one of the
didn't know that
first
either.
wives left the Beatle. It might have been Ringo Starr's wife. Left him for Eric Clapton, or I forget. I could be getting the
Oh.
story totally wrong. So I don't
This
know.
is-
I
this is
don't
how-
really know that much actually.
This is some real good juice.
It's called a James
juicy.
Altucher
Gossip
Juicy
column.
Show.
Yeah. I'm gossiping about
Yeah.
the Beatles.
In the '60s,
Yeah.
'70s.
Yoko's still alive, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Yoko's still
Yep.
alive.
She
oh,
lives close to me, so
Really? Oh,
In
where, she lives
Dakota.
in Dakota, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
the haunted apartment.
That is.
She
that,
still lives there. Even that's where they lived when
Yep.
he
He got
it's the
shot.
same apartment.
Yeah.
She still lives there.
I think, yep, it's definitely the same building. But let's go to number 12
number 12.
because I think this tied to number 12.
Okay.
Oh.
This play.
Okay. Okay, I know that one.
You know that? All right. Let's chill
play
for
it
a
again,
second.
though.
Mhm.
Let's play one more time.
Okay.
All right, let's give a couple seconds.
Okay, Robyn, you can
All
guess
right,
first.
Robyn. Go.
Strawberry Fields.
Yep,
For
strawberry Fields
forever. Strawberry Fields
Forever.
forever.
Yeah, because they tie into it because the strawberry field
It's across
in
the way.
it's
It's in
across
Central
from
Park.
in Central Parks across from Dakota was tribute to John Lennon, right?
No, well, he died after the Beatles, obviously.
Yeah,
Oh, you're saying the part of
strawberry.
Central Park that's
Yep.
across the street from the Dakota is now named Strawberry Fields?
Yep.
I see.
All right. You guys ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Pretty.
Okay.
Is this
What number?
13?
Yeah.
Number
13.
13.
Okay.
Let's play.
Okay.
I know that
one. All right. Let's chill for a second. All right.
Okay.
I almost didn't know it.
Let's-
Only the final second of the
Yeah.
three.
Let's play one more time.
Okay.
All right. Give a
Okay.
couple seconds. All right, Robyn goes. I know you know this one.
Yellow Submarine.
Yep.
Yay!
Now,
Yeah, and
I feel like that when I was a kid, this was the most famous one that I knew.
Yeah.
really,
Yeah, for some
Me
reason,
too.
maybe because they made a movie about this one too. I think, right?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
did they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
something.
wow. I think I know
I saw
about
that.
this because of the album. Because the isn't the album called Yellow
Yeah.
Submarine?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
album, the movie, and the cover's famous. It was all Yellow Submarine.
Yeah, and the cover is like famous. The cover for the album is famous because it's so bright and vibrant
Yeah,
too.
it was cool.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's a lot of argument about what Yellow Submarine means. So I'll let people. I have no idea what it means.
Wait, what? Why? It's just the submarine that's painted yellow, no?
But it was definitely like a drug influenced meaning. So, but who knows?
I mean, it's in the 60s, 70s, so.
Yeah. And I don't know, when I was a kid, like this is the song, maybe this is the most kid like for some reason. Like maybe the chords are the simplest. I don't know, but I
Yeah,
remember this
and
was a song
also-
that my friends and I would sing.
You can march to. It's easy. Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess when they were touring with this album, this is when Lennon said that the Beatles were more popular than Jesus, and that was
Oh,
the
really?
last time they
Uh-oh.
toured because they got so much negative backlash on that they decided not to tour again.
All right, the last one. I don't know if you guys can get it. I definitely can get it, this one.
Okay,
It.
All right,
Tell us when to-
14B.
play it.
14. Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
Oh, I know this one. But,
Oh, you know this one?
I'm
All
not
right,
going to
hold
say
on.
it.
Let's play one more time.
Okay. Ugh.
All right. You get it, Robyn?
Well, I know the song, but
You just know the song?
I-
You just know the title?
I just don't know the title.
All right, James. You can go.
So I actually, the title's either Revolution or You Say You Want a Revolution.
Oh, I thought it just Revolution.
So it's probably just Revolution. Yeah, this was never a favorite of mine, but it was a very popular one.
Yeah.
So, all right,
This is-
well,
Yeah, that was good.
yeah,
Yeah.
this, did we do 14 or is that?
We did
14.
14.
That was 14. Yep.
All right,
Wow.
well, for our
James won,
listeners,
of
how many did you, tweet out how many you got? And if you like this type of thing, we'll do more of these, and I'll do a little bit more research on the songs. No, I didn't know the songs in advance, so Jay, you're gonna have to do the research.
Well, I did some research.
Yeah, you did.
I told you about
knew a lot
Abbey
about
Road.
all these songs.
Yeah. Well, even though I was born maybe like 20, 30 years after.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Well, okay,
we
here's
get
a
it.
question. Here's a question I have, and there's no real answer, but I have this question for everyone out there listening to this. If let's take a song like Yesterday. If Yesterday came out today, would it be popular?
It's funny
It
because
depends on who sings it.
Let's say,
Well,
let's say if
yeah,
it's exactly the way it is right now, like, and but nobody knows it's the Beatles. So, well, this is what the movie Yesterday was about.
yeah.
But I'm just curious, like, if the Beatles music came out today in general, so pick a different one, like, Let It Be or Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Like, if one of these songs came out or Yellow Submarine, if one of these songs came out today, or any of these songs came out, would they be popular songs? Or if a band now the movie Yesterday claims that they would be, but I'm not so sure because it doesn't really sound like pop music, and pop music is like enormously popular.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe with a different rhythm, maybe.
I would say like if they change it a different arrangement, then maybe. But I think it would still popular because it's so different, and everyone wants different type of thing. Like when Lady Gaga first came out, like it has a different sound.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but this has like a kind of a folksy sound. Like it's not using all the instruments that pop music uses, and it's not auto tuning, it's not looping, it's not sampling.
I don't
it's
think
not
it
doing
would if it was just.
Although I
like
asked
it
our
is now.
kids. I mean, I asked Sarah, for instance, and Lily,
That's
and
because they all like the Beatles.
yeah, they said it would be popular if it came out today.
I can see Eleanor Rigby being popular.
Yeah, but I kind of could see like Hey Jude. I could see all of them.
Yeah, Hey Jude, if Adele sings it, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
That's what Adele strong suit are, just piano and Adele. That would get that song.
Or Flo.
okay, like related to this, if someone's saying like Michael Jackson song ABC, I feel like if that came out today, it would be popular.
Well, I think it will still because it's the I don't know. I feel like the music nowadays is a little bit more complicated. But the thing is, if you without music like that back then, that's no music like we are listening to right now, because a lot of music was influenced by Michael Jackson and Quincy Jones.
Just rearranging it and
Yeah.
messing with the tempo and the beat. I think.
Yeah, the chord structure that sometimes Beatles uses is very, very, very different. But anyway, yeah, I think that was fun.
Although I only had
but we enjoy listening to that 3 seconds of music.
No, yeah, you had more than 3 because you got a couple of the last
Well,
ones.
we could do Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, it's
or Pat Benatar or
who is Pat Benatar?
Yeah, let's not do Pat Benatar.
Michael Jackson makes sense because I think Michael Jackson is probably the only one that outsold Beatles.
Bands right now sell lots of albums. Like what's let me just see. What are the top selling albums of all time? Let's see.
I thought you said Led Zeppelin or something like that.
Well, no, actually,
I don't think they are that. I think that they're famous, but I don't think they sold that much.
well, okay. In terms of individual albums, Michael Jackson's Thriller at 48.9 million is the top selling album of all time.
Yep.
And the Beatles are not even in the top 10.
Really?
Not anymore.
Yeah, the Beatles.
So who's the top 10?
So the top 10 are Michael Jackson with Thriller, AC/DC with Back in Black,
Oh yeah.
Whitney Houston with The Bodyguard, Meatloaf with Bad Outta Hell, Eagles with Their Greatest Hits, Pink Floyd, The Dark Side of the Moon, Eagles, Hotel California, Bee Gees, Saturday Night Fever, Fleetwood Mac, Rumors, Shania Twain. I don't know how to say her name.
Shania Twain. Yeah.
Yeah, Come On Over. And the Beatles is on the next list with Abbey Road. Oh no, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band sold 18.2 million. And so the Beatles appear, a lot of their albums appear here. Abbey Road sold 14.4.
Wait, when was the data?
It's on Wikipedia.
Yeah, but
that
did they
must
say
be
when's the
accurate.
data?
It must be accurate.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, because Apple Insider gave a different data.
Well, this is not best-selling groups. This is best-selling albums.
Yeah, top 50, the 50 best-selling albums, and then Beatles is number 5 apparently.
With what?
The Beatles, the White Album.
What album?
The White Album, it says.
Oh, interesting. Well, okay. In terms of musical groups, so this is Wikipedia again. The Beatles are the most popular group with 600 million album sales, and after that is Elvis Presley with 500 million. Then Michael Jackson with 400 million. Then Elton John, Madonna, Led Zeppelin, Rihanna, which surprises me, and Pink Floyd. Rihanna and Pink Floyd are tied at 250 million.
Hey, Rihanna is legend.
She is. And then I guess the top selling rapper is next, which is Eminem, who has 220 million album sales.
Yeah, which the Gen Z or Zoomer trying to cancel.
Oh, Eminem?
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, there's a billion rappers before Eminem that you should try to cancel. It's so ridiculous to cancel Eminem.
And the song they tried to cancel is "Love the Way You Lie."
What? Why? What's the? Well, don't
Because-
say it on the podcast if it's. I don't want the podcast to be canceled.
Oh shit! Oh, well, it's just because like the lyrics have like abuse behavior or something.
Oh yeah, well, there's abuse on almost every rapper album is abuse towards women.
Yeah.
So, but people, I'm not saying I love rap music, but that's just what's in their rap. A lot of rap albums. By the way, the Rolling Stones that coming in at 200 million is like barely in the top 20. Celine Dion is more than the
What
Rolling
about
Stones.
Kanye? I love him.
Kanye West is in the next list with 160 million.
Yeah.
I love
Celine
his
Dion
music.
makes sense.
He's
Like-
brilliant.
Yeah. Celine Dion makes sense. Like just the music from Titanic. How much did that sold?
Oh, she was
She sang
Titanic.
that?
She sang it. Yeah, My Heart Will Go On. Do you guys not know this?
I know
Like,
the
this was in
song
the
and I know
era.
the movie, but I didn't know I was never a big fan of hers. So
Yeah.
She sang it. Yeah.
I love the movie.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So again, let us know if you want us to do more stuff like this. We love doing it. And Robyn, good job.
Yes.
Maybe there's
Maybe
some other
study
groups.
more.
Maybe there's groups you'll know better. Well, the Beatles, maybe I just know better than you. I'm sure there's groups you.
You know
if
a
we
lot of
played
things
Pat
better than
Benatar,
me.
which we're not gonna. If we did Pat Benatar, which we're not gonna do, you'd score much higher than me on that.
Who is Bette Benatar? I don't even know who that is.
She's like an '80s singer, like solo
Benatar.
singer.
Oh.
Yeah. She was good.
I
She's
confuse.
my
I confuse
favorite.
her. This is gonna be blasphemy, but I confuse her with Janis Joplin.
I thought you were
Who
going to
is
say
Janis
Joan Jett.
Joplin?
Oh yeah, sorry. Joan Jett. I confuse her with Joan Jett.
I like
and
Joan
I
Jett,
confuse
too.
Janis Joplin's name with Joan Jett's name.
Who are all these people?
It's okay, Jay.
All the lonely people.
It's just an American pop
Yeah.
culture.
Yeah.
All right. I will see you guys later. Good,
right.
good stuff.
Bye.
See ya.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Entresto, sacubitril valsartan tablets, is the #1 heart failure brand prescribed by cardiologists and has helped over 1 million people with heart failure. It's a prescription medicine that treats adults with long-lasting chronic heart failure and works better when the heart cannot pump a normal amount of blood to the body.
Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. Don't take with aliskiren or within 36 hours of taking an ACE inhibitor. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Angioedema is swelling of your face, lips, tongue, and throat that may cause death. If it causes difficulty breathing, get emergency help.
Ask your doctor about Entresto. To learn more, visit support.entresto.com or call 833-446-6699. For pricing, visit Entresto.com/cost. If you can't afford your medication, Novartis may be able to help.